meal, and he was hungry. And Jacob was cooking a stew, lentils, by the way, it was red. And he came into the house and he smelled the stew. And he says, Jacob, my dear brother, let me have a bowl of that delicious soup. And Jacob, being real smart, says, sure, I'll give you a bowl of soup, but grant me your rights. Grant me the blessings of the firstborn. And if you're taking notes, Genesis 25:33, he said, what? Why do I want this for? Anyhow, I'm going to die. Sure, I'll give it to you. He despised what he had. I'll give it to you, but feed me right now. Give me a bowl of stew, and you can have my right. You know, that really angered the Lord. That really angered God. Because God was despised by Esau. And I'll tell you why. Why the anger of the Lord to the point where he says, I don't like this guy. I don't want him. Why? To that point of God saying, I despise him. Because of this. Because not only did he rejected being the firstborn, which many people, I believe in those days, despised it, but the meaning, what he had, it was the transmitting the blessings of the generation. Lord, you have been our hiding place from generation to generation to generation. He was a third generation. And he was about to inherit the blessing that was upon the third generation. At the third generation is where you multiply. The first generation is the beginning. The second generation is the continuation. But at the third generation comes the multiplication. So my grandson is going to be the multiplication. Increase, many pastors, many missionaries. Are you following me?
Amen.
Okay. So, first generation is Abraham and the promise. I will bless you. I will give you the increase. In you, all the nations of the world will be blessed. I will bless those that bless you, and I will curse those that curse you. God's pronunciation of the messianic blessing. In you, all the nations will be blessed. And that's in reference to the coming of Messiah. And then comes Isaac, son of Abraham. And God appears to Isaac too when he has a dream. And he says a continuation, the way that I bless your father, I will bless you, and you will be great and you will be blessed. So now here we have twins in the third generation. To Esau, automatically is given the blessing. He despised. And what angers God is that this fella did not understood the beauty that was bestowed on him to be the generation where Messiah continues. The generation where of kings. He says, no, I don't want it. I don't want that. I just want some soup. And you can have that. And he took it. The price of rejecting God. To be careful with that. Every person that rejects God has to pay a price. You have the blessing when you accept God and you follow God and you live with God's blessing. But when you reject God, there's a price that you pay also. And in the Old Testament, it was a rejection, and that was it. You're cast out. Right now, we're living in the dispensation of grace, and God is patient. And you have rejected God many times, and God's still patient with you and calling your name and giving you an opportunity. Probably God brought you here this morning so you can hear this message, because you had the opportunity, but you have not accepted that opportunity. You have rejected God, and God is so loving and so patient. But it's not going to be like this always. It is established unto man to die once, and then comes the judgment. Okay. The price of rejecting God. Esau was rejected by God. Malachi 1:33 says, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet you say, in what way you have loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet Jacob I love, but Esau I have hated, and laid waste his mountains and his inheritance for the jackals of the wilderness. His inheritance is his descendant, his family. He despised me, and I despised him. And the descendants of Jacob are the Edomites. And they were enemies of Israel. As a matter of fact, God is merciful. God is merciful. When they were coming from Egypt, the descendants of Jacob, and they were to go through the land of Edom, God says, don't harm that people, because it's family. So they just went by, respected them. But even then, the Edomites were enemies. They didn't like the Israelites. And they were wanderers in the desert. I love Jacob, but I despise Esau. Now let me share something with you. I was invited to preach in Cuba some years ago, not too long ago. And I went legally. I got a permit from the U.S. government to go. And when I got there, I was given permit by the Cuban government to preach too. And we were taken to 3-4 churches, and I remember when we went to this place,